My name is Drew Creeks, and this is my informative speech. Many people love and appreciate the companionship of dogs, yet not many are truly attuned to what these animals are truly capable of. They are valuable members of our military, law enforcement, and medical communities as well. Today, I will be providing some insight into their roles and the impact they make on the mission of these fields. Now, the United States military first officially implemented its military working dog program in 1942 so as to expand their job frame past simple sentry duties. So they were in place prior to 1942 as sentry, and then we built off of that in 1942. Now we did that because after witnessing during World War II the Germans' utilization of their shepherds in the field uh, for both attack purposes and drug suppression, and also how the French utilized their MWDs in the mountains for actually hauling heavy munitions, we became aware that we were not utilizing our dogs to their highest potential. Now, we have since developed programs for these animals that specialize them in various types of explosives, weaponry, and even the ability to trace the scent of the bomb maker from the HME to the home or to the village of the man who planted it, which is very impressive. Working and maintaining these animals is no simple task. Multiple times a day, they must be tested for temperature, heart rate and respiratory rate, stool consistency, and much more. They must be trained and maintained because ultimately, in the eyes of the military, they are an asset and must be treated as one. In civilian law enforcement, working dogs are trained and utilized in drug searching and suppression. Uh, that's for drugs as well as weaponry, search and rescue, and even cadaver dogs. The first police dogs were utilized in New York during the year 1907 primarily for tracking purposes. They have since heavily expanded off of that to drug and weaponry seeking and suppression, and to further expand off the subject of search and rescue in the form of the cadaver mission oriented working dogs. Their training has actually advanced to the point where they can recognize people buried up to 12 feet under the earth. They can do so because their sense of smell is on average 10 times or 10,000 times more powerful than ours, which is truly incredible. Now, transitioning into the medical field um, for emotional support animals and other various companions in that field, it is no secret that dogs make excellent companions, and just their presence can be comforting for many. The medical field utilizes working dogs to recognize when diabetics are in need of their medicine by the change of pheromones in their breath. Individuals who suffer from seizures have working dogs that will position themselves under their owners, primarily their head, during a seizure or an attack in order to prevent head trauma. They also can position themselves atop their owner so as to prevent the owner from flailing and potentially injuring themselves further on surrounding objects in the immediate environment. Now, the impact that working dogs have in both the civilian and military world has become absolutely invaluable. It is important to acknowledge not only their overall value, but their unrelenting spirit and loyalty.